The political atmosphere in Nigeria is becoming more tense by the day, as opposition leaders openly criticize Aso Rock over the growing insecurity across the country. These reactions are coming as many Nigerians continue to express fear and concern about safety in their daily lives. Across several states, reports of attacks, kidnappings, and violent incidents have continued to dominate conversations both online and offline. The opposition believes the federal government has not done enough, and they are now speaking louder than ever. At the heart of this matter is the simple issue of safety. Many Nigerians say they want to live, work, travel, and farm without fear. Opposition parties argue that this basic expectation has not been met. They say that despite repeated assurances from the government, the situation on the ground still feels unsafe for many communities. According to them, this is why Aso Rock is under serious pressure. As this debate grows, political figures from opposition parties are using strong but lawful language to demand better action. They argue that security should be the first responsibility of any government. Some of them say that when citizens do not feel safe, nothing else truly works. Businesses struggle, schools close, farms are abandoned, and families live in constant worry. These are some of the points being raised as criticism against the current administration. While this conversation continues, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss important updates like this. The government, on its own part, has responded by saying that insecurity is a long-standing issue that did not start overnight. Officials insist that several measures are already in place, including security meetings, deployment of personnel, and cooperation between agencies. They argue that progress may not always be visible immediately, but efforts are ongoing. However, critics say Nigerians are more interested in results they can feel, not explanations they can only hear. In many communities, people still complain that movement has become risky, especially at night or on certain roads. Farmers in some areas say they are afraid to go to their farms. Traders worry about transporting goods. Parents are concerned about sending their children to school. These real-life experiences are what fuel public anger and disappointment. Opposition figures are tapping into these feelings, saying they reflect a failure of leadership. This is why the criticism of Aso Rock is gaining attention. It is not only about politics, it is about how safe the average Nigerian feels. Some opposition leaders have said that government statements sound calm, but the streets tell a different story. They believe leadership must match words with visible action that restores confidence. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring you real-time news and clear explanations. Another important angle to this issue is how insecurity affects the economy. When people are afraid, they reduce movement. When movement reduces, business slows down. When business slows down, money becomes scarce. Opposition parties argue that insecurity and economic hardship are connected. They say, without improved security, efforts to fix the economy will struggle. Some analysts also point out that insecurity is not the same in every part of Nigeria. While some regions experience frequent incidents, others are relatively calm. This has led to calls for more local solutions and stronger cooperation between federal and state authorities. Opposition voices believe local leaders should be empowered more to protect their people, instead of waiting for decisions from the center. As this political pressure increases, Nigerians are watching closely. Many citizens say they are tired of blame games. They want unity, planning, and action. Some believe opposition criticism is necessary to hold leaders accountable. Others worry that too much political tension could distract from real solutions. This mixed reaction shows how sensitive the issue has become. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you stay informed as the story develops. In response to the criticism, supporters of the government say the opposition is exaggerating the situation for political gain. They argue that security challenges exist worldwide and that Nigeria is not alone. They also say that military and security forces have made sacrifices to keep the country stable. According to them, constant attacks on Aso Rock may reduce morale and public trust. However, opposition leaders reply that pointing out problems is not an attack on the country. They say it is a call for improvement. They insist that constructive criticism is part of democracy and helps leaders do better. This exchange of arguments continues to shape national discussions. Another issue being raised is communication. Some Nigerians say they do not hear enough clear updates about security efforts. Opposition parties say better communication would help build trust. They argue that when people understand what is being done, fear reduces. Silence or unclear messaging, they say, only increases anxiety. As the debate continues, one thing remains clear. Insecurity is no longer just a security issue. It is a political, economic, and social issue. It affects everyone, regardless of party or region. That is why the pressure on Aso Rock continues to grow. Once again, please like this video and subscribe to the channel so we can continue to bring you important national updates in simple and clear English. At this point, the opposition is not slowing down. More statements are expected, and public discussions are likely to increase. Civil groups, analysts, and ordinary citizens are also adding their voices. The coming weeks may show whether this pressure will lead to stronger action or deeper political tension. As the discussion around insecurity continues, the pressure on the federal government keeps increasing, not only from politicians, but also from ordinary Nigerians who feel the impact every single day. Many citizens say this is no longer about party loyalty or political rivalry. It is about survival, peace, and the ability to live normal lives without fear. This is why the opposition's criticism is gaining attention and spreading widely. In several public conversations, opposition figures have stressed that leadership must be felt at the grassroots level. They argue that when decisions are made in Abuja, the effects must reach villages, towns, highways, and local markets. According to them, policies discussed in offices mean little if people on the streets still feel unsafe. This argument has resonated with many Nigerians who believe that security discussions often sound good but do not always change reality on the ground. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss further updates. Another angle to this story is the emotional toll insecurity has taken on Nigerians. Fear has become part of daily planning for many people. Some families now think twice before traveling. Others avoid social events or limit their movements. This constant sense of caution affects mental well-being and social life. Opposition voices say a government must not only protect lives but also restore peace of mind, because peace of mind is part of national stability. Meanwhile, the federal government continues to assure Nigerians that security agencies are working tirelessly. Officials say strategies are being reviewed and adjusted to meet new challenges. They also stress that cooperation between communities and security forces is essential. While this message sounds reasonable, critics say many communities feel abandoned or unheard. This gap between official statements and public experience is one reason the criticism of Aso Rock has not died down. As this issue unfolds, please remember to like this video and subscribe. It helps us keep delivering clear and balanced news to you. There is also the question of accountability. Opposition leaders argue that when security issues persist, leaders must openly review what is working and what is not. They believe admitting challenges is not weakness but a step toward improvement. This idea has sparked debate, with some saying leaders should speak more openly about difficulties instead of always highlighting progress.